Ooh, I like that.
Is that better?
A lot. That looks pretty darn good.
Yeah, I figured out what the problem was. My other computer monitor. Shining bright.
Well, yeah, that's okay. That's all right.
Shining bright. Shining.
God. Okay. I see
Mhm.
one person watching, so that's awesome.
And I'm going to be messing with my camera for a minute, so I'm
That's okay.
sorry.
So, welcome to another episode with your hosts, Adam and Debbie. We are Beyond the Silence.
Are we, though?
Well, we could be silent. It could be just one of those shows where we just mute ourselves and we'll just kind of like make faces at the cameras.
Let's just let it
shake. We'll do this, shake the cameras a little bit.
Right. I mean, why not? Okay.
It might be fun. Hey,
Hello,
Jeff.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Getting a cup of more popping on.
Whoops, that's a little much.
This is currently a tweaking of the beginning of the show a segment. So
wait a minute. What's happening?
What did you
do? What is happening? Well, the moon is hanging out behind me on the floor.
Well, hey, Mr. Moon. Good to see you.
Moon. So yeah, Debbie's having some serious technical difficulties. What else is effing new?
That's effing with a capital E.
Right on.
EFFING. Hey, Jennifer.
Ay.
Hello,
you might
Dana.
have to move me back a little.
I've got you back because I could go like this.
Oh, hello. No. Backing me up.
Let's see those wonderful eyes, Debbie. Okay. Sorry, we had to get a few chuckles in there. Why not?
Okay.
And a dirty smirk. Then that works out perfectly. You got to laugh and a smirk.
Dana. Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff. Hello.
It's great. It's great.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. So good to be back. I know it's been a little bit as always. Last week was my fault.
Thank God, finally.
I went to a band concert last week for my daughter, and so it was pretty cool. I do have to say real quickly though, it was cool to really be in a public setting. It was all, we were all spaced out. We can only have so many family members, but it was just kind of neat.
But it worked out for you because your whole family was able to go. No.
Well,
yes and no.
We can only have 4 total per family. But but we only were 3 of us. But but it still was just so much. It was still cool to be amongst in the public, other than like a grocery store or gas station.
Right.
It's just so neat to just be in a social setting like that, and to be able to keep our kids motivated with the music and things. So it was so really cool. I mean, and then for us with the pandemic, it really screwed up a lot of the band stuff because there was a lot of individual stuff and they weren't really doing a lot of band stuff together. So this concert was some of the first time in for almost a whole year that these kids have played together in a full large setting. So absolutely just astounding. And then to hear how well they've progressed even with the conditions that they've been in.
Wow.
I mean, I sat there and was like, man, these are 7th graders. Holy smokes. Are you kidding me right now? I'm like, I'm impressed. And
it's awesome.
And the last thing real quick, they played our city's, our fight song.
Yeah.
And I almost had to
tear up.
I almost did. It was building because I'm like, I haven't heard / played that song.
Yeah.
Since high school, since the mid 90s. But I sat there and when I heard it, I'm like, oh my God. And it literally stopped in my seat and I'm recording it with my phone. And I'm like, I had to like look away a little bit. I'm like, this is, it's a fight song, whoopee-doo. But I guess because you played it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, but then to hear it again, because I haven't been to anything since. And even alumni stuff, I haven't made it, but so that was cool, and that's why last week was another missed week. But it was cool to be amongst people and see some other parents that we know and hang out and hear some great music and
good.
So
Yeah.
good things to see. We're getting there. We are getting there. And Dana said it right there. I love the close up. Oh, she was talking about us getting closer. Never
Yeah,
mind.
she likes the close up.
Hey,
She likes
Kaz.
the close encounter. Kaz
No worries,
Mania
buddy.
can't stay long, but hey,
Yep.
Kaz.
And yes, Jennifer,
Mhm.
happy super flower blood moon eclipse.
Right on. Right on.
But yeah, so you had a very exciting day.
Yes, it was
Seen some
finally
photos.
happening. Hooray. But first, I have to say, because I did not say anything on Facebook because just circumstances did not permit me to, but my father-in-law did pass away. We did have the funeral on Saturday. Was it Saturday? I'm
Saturday.
lost. I'm like, so we did have the funeral on Saturday. Uncle Jim passed away, and that funeral's coming in June. He's been cremated, so he'll be coming up in June with his family and be buried amongst all of our family. And then, yes, I got to pick up my van today. We're getting the other one ready to hit the market.
Okay.
It's very, 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 very hard to get back from I can carry whatever I want to no, we can only have one pan.
Right. It's true.
No, it's hard. Like I
Yeah.
am a little I mean, I love my van and I love traveling that way, but it's very different than what I'm used to at the moment because I'm used to being able to pack all my things, everything I want. And now I am done. Okay, we can only take 2 towels. 2. That's it. You cannot take another towel. I mean, that's how like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be okay though.
Yeah, you'll get
I
used to
can
it.
do this. I
Oh,
can do this.
you've done it before.
I know.
You have.
I know. I know. So
I do
what?
have one question about it. And I probably know the answer.
Okay.
How does the sleeping arrangement work in the back there?
So it's very interesting. It is a big bed. So
I
it's,
think I saw what it looks like, but I
right.
was curious how it all lays down.
It all lays down. It's electric, so the whole seat lays down and moves out. And then we have like platforms. You build it up, and then you put the cushions from the other seats on there. So it's very, very comfortable. And in my other van, we never took the bed apart, so we put a yay! Dana and Christine came and stayed with me in my other camper in the big one.
Right.
So they know what I'm downsizing from.
Right.
So but yeah, it's I took one of the chairs out because it had 4 seats, and captain's chairs in the front.
Yeah.
So I took one of them out. I'm debating on taking the other one out. I don't know yet, but I'll try. I'm going this weekend. I'm going to take it out for my journey this weekend and see how that
trial run.
Yeah, I'm going to go up north to some friend's house. And
Cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Got to christen it somehow.
Yeah, well, it's just me, so
that's okay.
That's right. Mark's got to work.
Yeah, well, he's got to pay for it.
That's right. Get to work. This is why I bought the van, so that I can drive it wherever I want to go. And I'll tell you what, that I have 300 watts of solar, so that's cool. I have an inverter that'll run my microwave when I'm boondocking. I have I don't even have to be plugged in at all, so I'm happy.
Hey, Margaret. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Chris.
Hey, guys. Hi, everybody.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, so that's been I'm excited to take my journey this weekend. I'm scared, but I'm excited.
But it'll be so much fun.
It's gonna be fun. I mean, there's little things like that are so cool. Like there's a little touch light above the bed. There's a place for a CPAP machine, which I'm like, what? Yeah, they do that now in all the vans that have that. The CPAP cords go down. It's just crazy. But I'm going to use it for my phone because I can run the cord up through the top and then plug it in. So yeah, it's fine with me.
I like
But
it.
the coolest things are like there's a touch night light right above your head. So you just touch it and it comes on and it's a little moon and it just glows ever so slightly. It is very cute. Very cute. Mm-hmm.
That'll be great.
Like driving me crazy. I'm still adjusting. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this weekend. Yep.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I mean, yeah, you'll definitely have to keep us. You have to let us know how it goes.
I will.
Are you coming back Sunday or Monday?
Tuesday.
Oh, we're really.
I'm a rebel.
Are you leaving Friday or?
I'm leaving Saturday morning.
Okay, all right.
So that's a good stretch for a first timer.
Yeah,
right.
That's a weekend. I mean, that's essentially a weekend.
I think too. So I think that'll be good. Dana, we'll chat. We will definitely chat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, bye, Kaz. That was fun.
Kaz, you have a good one. Have a good weekend.
Yeah,
have a nice long weekend.
Memorial Day.
Yep, that's awesome.
Yeah, so my chicken coop is doing well, and
hey, Cindy.
I was going to show you my chickies real quick. Yeah. My chickens. Oh, it's blurry. There they are. Look at them. They're so happy. I even put an exhaust fan in there. That's how pathetic I am. So the exhaust.
Right.
I wanted the dust out. My theater room is coming along. So cool. that's gonna be the God, I can't get it to. That's gonna be the movie theater in the barn, and there's another wall, and that pink wall is gonna be white. There's the black. We did a matte black so that we didn't have any reflections. So yeah, movie theater. Whoop 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 whoop. Yep.
Progress.
It is happening. It is happening.
That's the way it always is.
Yeah. So other than that, that's my life in a nutshell.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in. Good.
Right. See you guys. We've updated you as all that we can update.
No, let's talk about this flower moon deal.
Right. So I have to ask right away for everybody that is willing to share in the chat room, let us know how you are feeling. Let us know if there's anything that's been strange, out of the ordinary, because technically, over the last several weeks, getting to what happened this morning, there's a lot of astrological changes. And I'm still not a great, person with all the astrological knowledge.
Right.
I do have, some cheat sheet notes off to the side, so I will be slightly plagiarizing myself.
Good.
but I want to know because even because I definitely have some things that have happened and gone on, and there's been a couple other shows that have been on and catching what other people have been going through and things, and so it's interesting, and you kind of have to look.
Kind of
curious about you, right?
I have been kind of.
It's okay. Yeah. That right.
Like, honest to God, like I walked around stomping my feet, and I was so mad. This is what happened.
Yeah.
I'm so afraid to talk about this right now, and I have had some very, very weird dreams. But I'm cooking my dinner the other night, and it's not going well.
Okay.
Why isn't it going well? I don't know. I was just doing a hamburger. That's it. I just wanted to cook my hamburger. So I had all this guacamole that I made. I handmade some guacamole and blah 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 and blah blah blah. And the hamburger was not doing well, and I lost my mind. Like I seriously lost. I grabbed a hold of that guacamole and threw it all over the kitchen.
Poor
Yes, I did.
guacamole.
No, poor Mark, because he
Wow.
it was bad. It was. I have not had a temper tantrum like that since I was 4, and I was so mad. That hamburger, because okay. Also, those of you who don't know, which is nobody, because I didn't tell a single person, is that I've been doing a different program for my food. So food has become very, very, very important to me. Like so important to me. But I've lost over 20 pounds on this program that I'm doing. And if anybody's interested in the program, you can get a hold of Jan Tomes. I'm not sure. Is it Tomes? I think so. But it's the easiest program I've ever been on in my life until my food goes terribly wrong. And then watch out.
Yep. Thank you, Dana. That's yep.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Uh-huh.
The anxiety has been through the roof.
Yep.
I couldn't sleep last night. I did not sleep. I was up, and I had forgotten this was happening at 4:00 this morning, or almost 5.
Yes,
And
it was.
I was
Close
up
to
and
that.
down, up and
Yep.
down, up and down, up and down. And it's like, what? I'm getting so mad too, because why is this happening? So yeah,
Yep.
I had a little temper tantrum. I couldn't believe it. I didn't direct it towards anybody except the guacamole, but
Yeah. And I
yeah.
remember Jen was talking about this the other day. It's interesting. She was killing it. I mean, just could not drink enough because she just was constantly in a way dehydrated, and just
Yeah.
4 liters of water. I mean, that's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water. You be
Yeah.
careful you don't drown
You're
yourself.
right. You're gonna float away.
Yes.
You're right.
Right.
Yeah, and another thing that's happened to me even today,
Mhm.
out of nowhere, because just know that anything that you guys have been experiencing, there's a good chance you're going to continue to experience things days,
No,
weeks. Yes. Yeah,
I can't.
we'll get into the real nitty-gritty stuff as to
But I
what's
can't.
going on. I
You
know
don't
you can't.
understand.
Whoa. What? We'll get
Mark
there.
is gonna leave me and take the van, and I'm not
What?
gonna see him again.
Well,
If
you
this
got the
does
house.
not calm down.
You got the house. But,
Oh.
but also, for a lot of people out there, headaches have been a weird one out
Mhm.
of nowhere. Like, I had one today after work, and it was just weird. I mean,
Yeah.
I could try to maybe rationalize why, but when there wasn't anything I was doing differently, and then it just boom, there was a headache, and I'm like, that's kind of odd. And I mean,
Mhm.
you know, doing everything I can to avoid, to get one, but I
Yeah.
wasn't. So I just, it is what it is. And then,
I
like you said,
I
being
had some
tired
too.
and stuff.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
some
see,
too. I've been going to bed at like 9:30 every night. Like it's just been crazy. And you're right, the headache. I took Advil for the first time in months because I try not to take anything, but I couldn't take it anymore. Like
yep.
I
Jen was just saying, at least through June 10th when the solar eclipse is happening.
uh,
So,
anyways,
yeah,
I'm gonna force myself out of it. I don't
it's
care.
a couple weeks. But yeah, it just okay. Like Dana's saying,
I had joint pain
joint pain.
too. So did I. Like so bad. Like I would stand up and I couldn't stand up straight. I'm like, what is going on? Me too.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so real quickly, let me do some plagiarizing real quickly.
Okay.
So just to give everybody,
This is the
um,
Adam show, by the way.
no, this ain't
No, no,
that.
no, no,
I just,
no. Adam show.
believe me,
Adam
I'm
show.
not.
Adam show. If
It's
you get in
not.
trouble, it's your show. It's your show.
Hashtag Debbie Markham.
No. No. Anyways, go ahead.
So like I said, this is the whole thing when it comes to the way they got this article and description of everything. So they were talking about the flower part of the description.
Mhm.
The flower moon is the 5th full moon of the year.
Oh, so does this happen every year?
No, it
Okay.
doesn't.
Okay.
So it is very strange. This
Mhm.
combination of everything, it happens. It just isn't all the time. So
Okay.
it's cool that we've gotten all this
Why
at
is it
once.
called flower?
So and interesting that you say this, they
Mhm.
don't know 100%, but they believe it is something related to Native Americans.
Oh,
Hmm.
that makes sense.
The flower moon having the nearest approach to Earth, making it appear the closest, is the largest full moon of the year, which is what we normally know as the supermoon. But yet it's not just bringing the brightness and size, it's the color that's striking, which we know that because obviously the blood
Right.
moon. So
Mhm.
the moon is on the far side of the Earth, and the Earth is in between the sun and the moon, which is why you kind of get that
Glow.
glow. And
Mhm.
because we have that bluish glow to ourselves, that is absence in the shadow. So what's happening is we're getting what little light there is bouncing on it is reflecting off of the moon. So it's
Oh,
quite interesting. So
very.
that's yes. Let's see. Last time we had a super blood moon was in 2019. The next time we have a blood moon is in May of 2022.
Mhm.
Let's see. Where was another good tip?
What about the flower blood moon?
Well,
Janet. Hi, Janet.
hello. Let's see. Well, so they're just saying the flower moon has the nearest approach to Earth, making it appear, which again, it's sort of just tied in. But see, I think the flower part is because it's the 5th full moon of the year.
Mm,
They don't really specify. Now I'm going to go off of maybe flower being, maybe some flowers have 5 petals.
got
You
it.
know, I'm going
Or
to go
maybe
on
it
that.
looks like a flower behind you. I don't know.
Right. I mean, they really don't say it, but I'm
Kinda
kind of
looks like a flower right there
yeah. Yeah.
by your ear.
Yeah. I know.
Nope.
I got to move out of the way. Yeah. Okay, Tanya, I see what you're saying. She said extreme mood
Mhm.
swings. Yep. Yep.
I think I'd call mine an extreme mood swing.
Yeah.
I was so mad because that guacamole was so good. But man, I took it and I went, oh yeah, I was so mad.
And it's interesting that you say that because even then, just kind of scanning through again. So because of it being the full moon and things,
Mhm.
they're talking about a lot of what we are experiencing is magnified. So by you
Thank
raging a little
goodness.
bit, it's
Mhm.
not you personally doing it, it's the fact that it's what you're feeling in a general,
Yeah.
I say. So you're that rage that you haven't done. And you even said I haven't been like that since I was 4 years old.
I know, jumping
You
around
know?
like a 2-year-old, throwing food around, like poor Mark, he's trying to catch the guacamole as it's flying through the air. Boy,
Yep.
that was bad.
And then
What was the
because
purpose of that? You know what I
right.
mean?
Oh,
God.
exactly. But that's just how it was.
Right.
Oh, okay. Jennifer's also saying because the flowers are in bloom. Yeah, that makes sense too,
Mhm.
because it is spring,
Right.
everything's still kind of popping.
Mhm.
Yeah. And there you go, Dana. Right. We don't always have 5 full moons in a, you know, um, but they're saying, so with the eclipse and everything and being a full moon, they're saying it's interesting. They kind of say the way this works out is it's like everything's on steroids at this point.
Really?
Right. So everything's kind of amped up.
Mhm.
But I think some of the big things that people need to realize too, and I don't even need to read this, but a lot of it is this is really the true heart of what's going on. There's a lot of things that we all are, thinking about, whether it's
Mhm.
changes we want to make. Right now is the time to put your foot down and do that, because by you releasing whatever you want to get through, that door's opening for new adventures, new whatever it could be. Maybe it's a new job opportunity, but The thing is if you're not happy with whatever situation you're in, now's the time to say, you know what, I got to release this because, things are moving forward. I need to move forward, and whatever the case is. But
Right, right.
I'm sure we all got something that's on our minds. I mean, there's
I
always
gotta tell
something.
Sue.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I had a temper tantrum the other night because my hamburger wasn't cooking right. So I grabbed a hold of the guacamole and had a little temper tantrum.
Ah!
Sue will tell you, I don't think she's ever heard violence coming from my house before. Oh my gosh.
Maybe some people could hear it from miles away.
It's a possibility because I mean, I wasn't yelling. Was I yelling? I probably wasn't even yelling. I just got so frustrated. I grabbed that guacamole in my hand. Fine, I'm not eating. Well, yes, I did yell because Mark's like, let me make you something. Let me make you something else. Let me make you. I'm like, no, I'm fat. I am never eating again. I'm like, what am I even saying? I don't need to eat. I don't need to eat. Oh my God, it was terrible. It was terrible. So yeah, Debbie took a sedative of a nice steady drink of alcohol
If
and
it helps take
calmed
the edge off,
down.
just take that edge
Jeez.
off just a little bit.
I could not believe it. I was just like, what is happening? And then I had to go apologize and I had to thank him for cleaning the mess up because
Yep.
oh Lord, that was a
Well, now
bad
you kind of know where it was coming from.
Yeah, I hate to blame anybody or anything, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was very weird and really weird to me that happened because I sat and I tried thinking about that and figuring out what in the world am I like having some kind of weird crisis or what? Have I reached my breaking point with
Right.
everything that's been going on? My family, everything? I didn't know. I didn't know.
And it's tough because even like for your situation, that's why I said, for
Mhm.
you to even at least remember that point, you've had a lot going on the last couple weeks.
Right,
So,
right.
it's easy to be like, oh, well, I just had all these, traumatic events going on, this is
Yeah.
going on. I got to get this done. So, you've had a lot, but at the same time, you can't stop the astrological events from happening. So they're just going to pop in there and they might make
It's
situations a little
weird.
bit
So
worse.
how do you think that affects you like that? Is it some kind of magnetic pull? Is it some kind of, what is it? What is it? Go ahead.
I don't know. But
Mhm.
because we are energy, because we stem from the universe,
Mhm.
what connections do we have? Is there something that we are connected to on a higher level?
Right.
Because if we're noticing it, we're experiencing it and feeling it, there has
But
to be
are
some
we
connection.
okay, yeah, that
No,
all right. My
yeah,
situation was a little out of control, a little bit more than I've ever dealt with. But so it has electromagnetic frequencies.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, so I would look, whoops. And then what I would look at it is imagine, like, for the lack of a better word, but at least on a visualization part, imagine us personally, we
Right.
have strings attached to everything like a puppet. It would
Mhm.
be a way, but unfortunately, we don't see the ends of the lines. The
Mhm.
lines extend out into the universe and they just move with you everywhere you go. And
Interesting.
that's how I see it because again,
Hmm.
there to be connected to as much as we can be connected to, in the rabbit hole of how deep some of this stuff goes. I mean,
Right.
I'm blown away when I watch other shows and I'm just like listening there and I'm just kind of in awe and hearing about all
Mhm.
these different things that I wasn't even aware of. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, well, it kind of makes sense. And then you just kind of keep listening and like,
Yeah.
okay, I want to know more,
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to I need to stop being so skeptical about everything because to me it's like, okay, this is just me being 4 years old again and stomping around like a crazy person. I went through that menopause. when I was in my late 30s. Yes, ma'am.
And see, even like what Carol's saying there, you know,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm not saying, you know, and we're not ruling out all the other things that are going on, which is why I mentioned that Debbie's gone through a lot over the last 2-3 weeks. There's been a
Right.
lot. Is
Yeah.
that a factor?
More than
Absolutely.
normal. A lot
Yes.
more than normal.
Right. But it
Right.
doesn't stop the notion that there is other things. You know, can it be tied into what everything is going on with you? Not saying it is or isn't. I'm
Right.
not, you
Right.
know, that's up to you individually to decide that. We can only share what we are experiencing and what we've learned thus
Right.
far.
So is that
So
normal behavior for me? No.
no, right.
That's what's really, really odd.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It is so crazy.
Hmm. There's a thing that Jen putting up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. You guys probably will have to write that down because I'm sure you're not going to be able to copy everything. You might be able to copy it after the
I don't
show is
know.
done. You probably could. I bet you after the show is posted, you probably can drag and
Oh,
copy
I
it.
just
You know.
did. I just
Okay.
copied it. So
Highlight that link, and if you want to check that out later, you
let me
know,
see if I can
by all
paste
means.
it.
But
Yep,
yeah.
I can.
Okay. Cool. So you guys can grab that and
Copied and
check that out.
pasted.
Why are people
Yeah.
snagging this
Okay. Now I'll shut it off.
Without the advertising.
It
But
worked. Copy and paste.
well, and even then, okay, so whether you're into it or not, or you don't want
Mhm.
to, I mean, there's a lot of people that, you know, I know people that are 100% believe in Mercury retrograde, which is coming
Mhm.
up this weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
Again,
So
why
that's
not?
another
Bring it
little,
all on.
we're getting another little poke. And then there's people that don't believe in it, and there's people that do. And it's interesting to listen to people that, you know, do and don't.
Yeah.
It's amazing because, you know, I've heard some when you hear the people that don't believe in it, they're all like, well, you know, there really isn't anything written down, you know, from way back that this has ever gone on. And it's like,
Mhm.
is this just sort of like a new age thing or something? I don't know. There's been times during those moments, however long they can last, because they vary,
Yeah.
that sometimes unusual stuff happens,
Right.
you know, and
Yeah.
it's hard when you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Something's
I'm
not
just
right.
grateful that there's nothing activity wise going on in my house or my life right now,
Mhm.
because that would be the last straw for me right now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I am on the edge and I cannot take another minute of anything. I cannot wait to get in that van and leave
Yep.
and leave,
Right.
you know? And
Yep.
that's how I feel.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is then you have to find those moments. We all do. You know, to isolate yourselves or you know, if you instead of like you did, you know, going a little
Mhm.
crazy over some, you know, food, you know.
Right?
Yeah,
A hamburger.
yeah.
Not
But
cooking the way it was supposed to.
you know, but the
Oh,
idea is to, you know, if you feel like something's coming on, which is something we all should do regardless, but is to, you know, go step outside or like you did, plan a little quick little trip, you know,
yes.
even if it's an overnight thing, you know,
Yeah.
granted, we know with the pandemic and everything has kind of made that things like this difficult. And we've all had troubles, you know, dealing with, you know, the isolation and not
Mhm.
being able to see people and all the
Well,
guidelines we
it's
have to
the
follow.
fear of seeing people. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, am still fearful, which I need to move past that and step out of my fearfulness because it's fear for me. And when I was in Ohio and I went to Walmart, what the hell? Like
Mhm.
nobody had a mask on. Nobody was doing like like Michigan lockdown city here,
Yep.
where I mean it's getting better. You know, we go into Lowe's. You don't necessarily. Some of the people don't have masks on that are working there. Some do, some don't. Most of the people that are walking through Lowe's still wear their mask. I still wear mine. And the mask thing is so backwards because the mask thing does not protect you, it protects the other person. So this whole mask thing is backwards. It's just
Mhm.
crazy to me.
Yeah. Yep.
Crazy.
Janet saying she's been a nutcase, lately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing is, again, that just another thing of where it's just out of the ordinary. It's not the common
Mm-hmm.
thing. And if you think about it, that's why when you really add all this stuff up and you see shows like this, or you watch people posting, the ones that are being straight up of saying, man, this,
Right.
it's interesting when you realize that you're starting to get a big number of data,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to that point where you're doing a science thing where
Right.
you're really saying,
Right.
okay, wait a minute, there's a lot of people that are talking about the same thing. Some of
Yeah.
them don't even know each other because they're,
Right.
and you
Well,
kind of have
yeah,
to
and I mean, this is what I feel like, because so the moon does have an effect on the earth. I mean, it's what brings our ocean in and out. It
Yep.
does a lot of things. So why wouldn't it affect us?
Right.
Why
How
wouldn't
many
it?
It's interesting, and I remember this was years ago, and I remember just on regular full moons, doesn't even have to be all this other stuff, but just full
Yeah.
moons.
Mhm.
If I'm not mistaken, and again, this was years ago, uh, there's been more like, accidents and criminal activity on full moons.
Really?
And sometimes, and like I said, when I heard this a while ago, I can't remember how long, years ago, hospitals are very aware of it because when the full
Interesting.
moon's about to hit,
Mhm.
they pretty much know that they're going to be having a little influence. And I heard that from a
Yeah.
couple nurses that they're
Really?
just like, yeah, sometimes
Hmm.
we know that things are going to be a little hectic on a full moon night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Isn't that interesting?
yeah, I mean,
That,
again, just a little weird, but you still, it's
Mhm.
like, why would it happen more on then than some other night? I don't know. What's the moon doing that affects us all?
Well, it's just like if you're pregnant
Oh,
and there's a snowstorm that's, you get a heavy, heavy storm, puts you into labor. And they say that that is exactly what happens.
well,
Why it happens? Who knows why it happens?
there you go. Dana used to be an EMT.
Mm-hmm.
She I like I said, some of these that are in the medical field and first responders, hard to say, kind of strange, but there it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. And I think that does affect us. I mean, I really do. I mean, if it can move oceans and it can do things that are
Mhm.
like that, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And it just shows you that there's so much more out there that we still just don't truly understand, or some of us are not willing to understand it. Doesn't say you got to find it weird, especially when you see things like that or the numbers like this, or like what's been happening leading up to today. You just can't just ignore it. I
Right.
mean, you could sit there
Dana
and
blamed you for her craziness now for
apparently
Christine. So it's your fault.
I did it in the best way. It was
Yeah.
uh, the-
Oh, look at that. Isn't that
uh,
interesting?
yeah.
I hate to be that person and be like, yeah, Mark keeps sending me pictures of all the groceries he's putting in the cart. It's driving me crazy.
He's trying to make sure that he
He'll
doesn't mess up for you.
Oh my god. Yeah, because he doesn't want to deal with me if he does. Oh my god, I just realized that. He's afraid of me now.
He doesn't want to clean up another mess.
Oh, that's not funny.
It is a little though. It is a little,
Oh
but what this means is when he comes home and you go up there and you help him put it away, what you need to do is give him a big old hug.
no. Yeah, no kidding. He'll be
You
like,
really do.
he'll probably be jumpy as hell
Like,
if
come
I
back. Whoa,
come near
whoa.
him.
He'd be like, no, you know what? Get over here right now. Get over here.
No, no way.
You come over and then it's like,
Oh
I
man.
love you, honey. Yeah, look at Jeff. Fear drives a man to do crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
Janet Good point. Honestly.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
didn't even think of that.
70%
I
of our
may
body
need
is
to
water, right?
I
Or is
gotta
that the
stop
earth? One of the
drinking
two.
this water because I'm just aggravating myself with it. Yours are charged. Your water's charged.
It's
Oh,
interesting.
geez.
You know,
It is. I didn't even think of that.
it that's why that's why I've always been and always will be. Well, I learned to be because it made clear sense, but that's why I push all the time to people. It's like, well, how can I help myself? What can I do better? Go
Mhm.
outside,
Yeah.
get
Get some fresh
connected with,
air. Connect to the ground.
you
Go
know,
barefoot.
that's right.
That's
Grounding.
what
It's
I
like,
do.
you know, nature has a way of healing everything.
Yep.
And if we all stepped outside and just kind of walked around a little bit in the grass and, smelled the same fresh air, who knows
Right.
how different things would be. But some people want to be stuck inside of a building all the time. What are you going to do?
Nothing you
And look
can
what
do.
happens. Look what kind of garbage we have to deal with.
I know.
So,
I'm looking at my filthy feet because I never wear shoes. Never. My
yeah.
feet are black. Like I don't even know. I should have like I think I have another invention. I wish Jeff was here. Not you, Jeff, but Jeff. My Jeff.
Jeff
I wish he
Rumsey.
was here because
He
I
might.
have an invention now.
He usually sometimes watches it the next day at work in the
Jeff,
mornings.
I have an invention.
Get in touch with her.
I can't tell everybody what it is now.
Contact her and then work at the details out. He'll
Yeah,
get it.
I'm gonna forget though. That's what happens. He'll be like, "What's your invention?" And I'll be like, that's right. I forgot." It's a good one though.
Well, do you have a piece of paper right there? You can write it down.
Yeah.
I could talk for a second while you write things down.
Oh my God. Jeff and I have been looking for an invention.
There you go. You better write it down quickly.
Okay.
But
it's a good one.
But I just want to make sure that people, know that, like I said earlier, make sure you guys are recognizing, because I want to make sure you guys are truly understanding it and know. But focus on, the things that, are maybe things that it's been on your mind lately, where you got to make a decision, or you've been pondering it, or really, really focus on it, so that way you can get that out of out. And I'm just saying out in general, because it could be a lot of different situations, but really get it set in the stone, so that way you can then have that opening, that new phase come in. Because like let's say you got a friend that's bothering you and is just saying all kinds of mean things. Well, you probably should get rid of them. Even if you've been friends for 30 years, it's just that it's this time, because they're I'm just trying to use an example.
What the hell? Are we on therapy channel tonight?
It is. That's what we're doing. It's the point.
Oh my God.
You gotta explain these things.
You're so funny.
But
I feel like you're talking directly to me.
Wait a minute. Let me look right at.
Right. I know. It's me. Oh,
well,
no,
you're the only one I can see right now. Damn it.
Oh, shoot. My eye's burning. Dang it. I knew that was going to happen.
That's what you get for laughing at me.
No, it was really funny, though. You're like, if you've had a friend for 30 years and they're. Oh, you're killing me.
Examples help.
You're killing me.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, if you say so. I did need that laugh, though. That was really
Dr.
good.
Adams says it is.
That's good. That's good. I'm so glad. Mm-hmm.
See?
Mm-hmm.
And all I got to do is help one person watching. Just one. And it was all worth it.
Oh, dear Lord. That was so funny.
It's the way it works.
Dang it, man. You made my eyes water. Now my eyes burning out of my head.
It wasn't my fault.
Nothing ever is, Adam.
That's Dr. Adam.
Oh my God. Is it over yet?
So Debbie, what's
What
on your
now?
mind right now?
Oh, wait. What's on my mind? No, you're right. No. No, I don't want that laughing cow cheese. Only the original. Okay, sorry.
J-
Part of my
Well,
diet.
Jeff, if you're trying to release something, then yes, you are correct. But obviously, if you're trying to create something new, that's a little bit different. Could be, could be,
It's that
could be.
burning moon behind.
I was gonna say it's super blood moon.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So yeah, I mean, I hope this ends soon because I can't take much more of you and your ridiculousness. You're killing me with this. Poor Mark, man. He must be terrified to even grocery shop now. He keeps sending me stuff that he's putting in the cart.
You're right. Yeah. See, Jeff, you did it backwards, buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I did it wrong. What did he do? Aren't
Well,
you supposed
he
to
said
write
just
it
a little.
down? Oh, yeah.
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 It's like, no,
Yeah.
you got to take the stuff you want to release, you burn it.
Right,
You know, and then
right.
you want to write, things down and so that way you can put your attentions into it. At least
Yeah.
that's how I understand it. So,
Right. Something like that.
right. You know,
Oh. Mark should talk to Dr. Adam. I don't know if it would do any good because I'm involved in both of their lives. So if I'm not making one crazy, I'm making the other one crazy.
So, Mark, let me tell you about Debbie. I have lots of inner secrets that I could reveal to you to help you handle her.
Oh my God. No, it's not even after 8:00. We're not supposed to be doing this yet.
It's close enough. It's close enough.
No, we're not revealing any secrets that Debbie has. Debbie has not agreed to that. That would be that you would lose your license, driver's license, something license. You would lose.
Well, I'll just say allegedly. I can't get in trouble for that.
Am I sure it's the first time Mark's scared me? Well, he's never sent me the grocery list out of car before. I'm thinking he's treading lightly because he's so worried that I might lose it. You know, he comes home with the wrong thing.
Right.
Oh, I haven't seen the eggs yet, though. There have not. Oh shoot! I forgot to tell him eggs. Did I forget the eggs? He better hope I didn't forget the eggs. Okay, there's the Miracle Whip, the bread. No, I got the eggs on the list. I just haven't seen them come through on the chat yet.
Would you like the regular size, the AAA size,
Yeah,
the extra jumbo,
the double D size, please?
Would you like the ostrich egg kind?
Right. Oh my, yeah, boy. God. It's funny because I actually bought guacamole today because I had some cheese and crackers and stuff, and I bought some guacamole today, and all I could do is look at that and think, oh my God, he probably does not want to come near me with this stuff that I'm eating right now. And so, yeah, yeah. It was not good. I'm telling you, I was out of control. Like literally, I stomped down the basement stairs, and I was licking my hands as I was going, and like literally stomping. And then I got to the bottom, and I used both feet, jumped off onto the floor, and said, "Now I'm gonna go wash my hands." I had been licking my fingers all the way down. I was a train wreck, man. It was bad.
Dana just said, at least you're not in your motorhome.
Right? Can you imagine that one?
Why is there all this guacamole everywhere? Why is it in between the shelves and under the couch?
Oh man, bad news. Bad news.
Jeff is going to be a DoorDash, drop it off and leave.
Yeah, right?
She gets what she gets.
Yeah. Oh, man. That was a bad, bad situation. Yeah. Even I was afraid. After I stopped my behavior, I was scared. Like, what the hell was I thinking? Oh my God.
The things
Yeah,
we
poor
do.
Mark.
The things we do.
Poor freaking Mark. I'm not joking. Seriously, I really do feel for Mark. I really do. The moon better straighten this shit right out because I'm about done. Like, new mood change. It
That's
better
right.
straighten out.
Well, and even then, but see, you did a good job. You're like, hey, I recognize that that was not me. But you know what? I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen again. So you're
Oh
kind of
no, I'm
push.
not going to make sure it's not going to happen again. If I feel the urge to grab the guacamole, I'll grab the guacamole. It's just the way it goes. I can't stop it. It's the moon. It's controlling me. It's like I'm a werewolf or something. Speaking of werewolf, have you
Hey, Mark, don't bring any more guacamole home. Trust me. No, trust me.
have you anybody watching Skinwalker Ranch? Anybody?
I haven't. Yeah,
I know you are
I
such
did
a
this. I
putz.
did the first. What are they on season 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I've only seen. I saw the whole first season.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes, I did see the whole
Season
first
2
season.
is getting interesting because now I don't I want to say what's happening because it's kind of weird. So they had a guy there on the show and he had been there when he was younger and there was a storm coming and I thought it was a thunderstorm but apparently it was a snowstorm and so him and his buddy ran into oh shut up.
Jeff, do you really watch that show? Do you?
Anyways, it's a very
All
little
right, mute.
spoiler. It's not really a big spoiler, but it's just a little one. So him and his buddy ran into Homestead 2, they call it.
Okay.
And he says, things started happening, like he was scared, he didn't want to go in there. And he said that he heard things moving around in there, and all of a sudden something fell over. And so he was like, oh my God, I'm getting out of here. Well, apparently he saw in the snow footprints. He said it was a human footprints, okay, running through the snow. And they started following them. And you better hang up your eyeballs, Jeff, or your ears, because I'm telling
your ear holes.
Your ear holes. So this is it. He's running. He's like, they followed him. They followed these footsteps because they couldn't believe there were human footsteps, barefoot footsteps. And he said the next thing he knew, those footsteps turned into like dog feet.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. Like what then? Okay. Then on the show, he got so worked up that he started to pass out. And they got him out of there. Yeah.
That's intense.
I mean, everybody believed him. He looked Native American to me. So I mean, sure, who knows? It's a freaking show on TV. Who knows if it's true or not, but
Hey, Phil, hope you're doing well yourself, buddy. Yep.
Hi, Phil. We've missed you, Phil. Things haven't changed much here. Adam's still tormenting me. Yeah.
So,
What do you
Mark, are
think?
you
Game
ready
of
for a
Thrones got
secret?
ruined for me once and I never recovered. Love Game of Thrones. My kid watches that thing every day still. It's like I've never been able to watch the end of Game of Thrones ever. The last episode I heard was so bad I've never watched it. And I've watched every single season of Game of Thrones. Yeah. Intense.
Indeed.
So yeah, Skinwalker Ranch. It's I sometimes sleep through some of it, but that was pretty interesting.
Oh,
That
you know,
homestead too seems to be a big place where things happen. So
right.
I thought about, you know, gosh, it'd be cool to go there. And then I thought, I saw the radiation burns on that guy, and I thought, nah, probably not. Probably don't think I'm going to invite myself there anytime soon.
I'd go. I mean, even if it was only for a day, just to, even if it was escorted, just to drive around and just,
I wouldn't go.
I would.
See, I'm
Yeah.
the kind of person who will not put myself in danger for
Yeah.
others' satisfaction. I just wouldn't. I don't think I would. Yeah, well,
That's what you say in the heat of the moment.
yeah, I wasn't sure. I don't have my glasses on because
She misspelled it, but I think they may be kind of curious to see what's in that pink cup of yours.
ice,
Something's on the rocks.
water, which is a bad idea because the moon is pulling the water all kinds of different ways. It's
Right.
talking to me right now. Oh, shoot.
Too good.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool. That's cool. Well, it's cool with the that scene, but yeah, I
It's
mean,
gonna be interesting to see how this Skinwalker Ranch plays out.
I'll have to watch when they're going to do a marathon again, so that way I can catch up on
Yeah.
season 2.
Yeah, they've been seeing a lot of things in the sky and, the normal stuff.
On the unusual activity.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't see.
We are. John wants to know, are we live? We are.
Yeah,
We are
we're
right now
live.
for 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes.
So
Yeah, we're live. That's why
Yep.
I'm trying to control myself.
Yes, it is a
Oh my.
typical Wednesday evening, 7 to 8.
Mhm.
Sometimes a couple minutes over, depending if we're finishing up a thought or answering a question
We're absolutely losing our
or just losing our
rails.
minds.
Going
Yeah.
off our rails. What is it
Oh,
called?
Jeff,
Yeah.
it's on Discovery Plus. It's
What's
not on.
on Discovery Plus?
It's not on TV again.
It is.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's how I watch it. I don't have Discovery Plus.
Oh, maybe
So
just
maybe if you want to see it reruns,
catch
you
it.
can watch it on
Yeah.
Discovery Plus.
I do not have Discovery Plus. I do not pay for any of those
I don't either.
services yet.
No,
I just haven't.
I'll give you my login for my Dish Network, and you can watch it on the
Okay.
login. I have them all on there.
Oh,
Watch
okay.
on demand.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Sort of thing.
Yeah. So, but yeah, before we get out of here, guys, just make sure you're still being cautious about things and be careful. It's okay if some odd things are happening because of the eclipse and everything.
Go to
that's
your
happening.
pillow and don't go to the guacamole.
Avoid guac days. In fact, just wait until about the maybe about the 3rd week of June before you bring the guac back out.
Yeah.
Wait till the end of
Right
June.
on.
Go
Right
just
on.
go salsa, okay?
Oh, that would have been a real mess.
Well,
That would have been a real mess. Yeah.
all right, Phil, you take care, buddy.
We'll see you later, Phil.
Enjoy your egg roll in a bowl.
Yeah. I wish I was eating egg roll in a bowl.
You could get in touch with Mr. Mark and hey, bring some egg rolls home.
This is what I'm eating.
A bar.
Yeah.
Nice. It'll taste good.
It does taste really good.
Okay.
Shockingly enough, that food tastes so dang good. It's ridiculous.
That's at least it's, you're not like.
And it's weird because it fills you up too. Like it literally, like I can eat that bar and I'm fine.
That's great. I
Yeah,
like that.
it's the weirdest thing ever.
Good.
But you have to eat every 2 hours. So
keep that
that's very
metabolism.
difficult for me to do that.
You got to keep
Yeah.
that fuel tank burning. That's the only way to
Yeah.
do it. You got to eat
Yeah.
constantly.
You have to eat every 2 hours to keep your metabolism burning food and not
Yes,
make it go into storage fat.
you're right.
It sucks. I never
But
thought I'd say that because eating every 2 hours is not as easy as a lot of people would think.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yep. But well, we'll get out of here, guys. So that way you guys can have the rest of your evening, and we're at least halfway through the week. So much closer to the weekend.
Hallelujah.
A long weekend for much of us that are still workers.
Yeah.
So so yeah,
Me too.
we hope you guys enjoy your Memorial Day weekend, and to all the military veterans, we appreciate everything that you do, and can't thank
Mhm.
you enough for allowing us to do what we can do, being able to have shows like this and things. So, keeping us free and doing what you do, because you guys are the you know what.
The
So,
shit.
yeah,
I'll
I
say
was
it.
trying to avoid it, but
I'll say it. I'll say
there you
it.
go.
All
But
right,
so
everybody.
but yeah, again, enjoy your guys' long weekend. And we appreciate you guys being here today. It's always fun, get a few laughs, maybe learn a little something, especially from Dr. Adam.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Right on.
Anything else, Deb?
No, I think I've said enough. Thank you.
Alrighty then. All right, guys.
Oh.
Again, thanks so much, and we will be talking to you real soon. So, with that said, you guys have been watching Adam and Debbie. We are Beyond the Silence, and we will see you again next time. Good night.
Good night.